Thank you for that very kind introduction. I'm so grateful for Rotary International's commitment to education and for your growing collaboration with the Global Partnership for Education, GPE. Together, we are changing the lives of girls and other vulnerable children in the poorest corners of the world. When I think about the vital work we are doing together, I think about a Kenyan girl named Fauzia. In the morning, she treks an hour to Mangwala Primary School, often on an empty stomach. At lunchtime, she walks an hour home to eat cornmeal porridge and small fish before returning to school. And when classes are over, she walks home again and then trudges another hour each way to fetch water for her family. Maybe she'll eat dinner if there's enough food at that time of day. And then finally, she can sit down to study. Would you be able to learn under those conditions? I think it would be difficult. And these are not the only obstacles a girl can face. Some girls are forced to marry early, others experience gender-based violence and pregnancy at a very young age, others must work to help feed their families. Girls, in fact, are 1.5 times more likely than boys not to go to school. And that is the fate of 130 million girls today. That number should shock the world. Yet soon it may climb even higher because of the millions who are out of school from the coronavirus pandemic and may never return. If a girl is lucky enough to go to school, she faces barriers to staying there and learning something along the way. Do you know the statistical chance a poor rural girl like Fauzia has of going to university? It's 0. That's right, 0. We simply must do better for our children. We've already begun. Since our founding nearly 2 decades ago, GPE has mobilized partners and funds to help 76 lower-income country partners transform their education systems and deliver quality learning to more girls and boys. GPE is both the global partnership and global fund for education that brings together teachers, civil society, donors, development institutions, businesses and philanthropists to finance and support solutions that give the most at-risk children a quality education and help them unlock their full potential. The partnership works to transform and strengthen national education systems to ensure that even the most poor and marginalized children have access to education with a strong emphasis on girls. We've opened schoolhouse doors to 82 million more girls. Today, more girls finish primary school than when the Global Partnership for Education began. Why does that matter? Because an educated girl is less likely to marry early and more likely to lift her family out of poverty. Her children will be better educated and healthier. Their communities will be more prosperous and more peaceful. That's why Rotary International's dedication to educating girls is so powerful. It's why the work we are doing together in Kenya and elsewhere is so crucial. GPE has given Kenya over $200 million to knock down some of the biggest educational barriers for children with the greatest needs, especially girls. Today, virtually every Kenyan girl and boy enters school. Teachers are better trained. Every child has a textbook, and more children are learning. And yet, despite this progress, children in remote areas face high hurdles still. The list here is long. Cultural norms that keep girls out of school, poverty, poor nutrition, long distances to school, little access to digital resources, poorly trained teachers. That's why the Global Partnership for Education and Rotary International chose rural Turkana County in northwest Kenya as the first place to turn our strategic partnership into a reality. Rotary clubs are mobilizing resources for Turkana's children, giving them high-quality textbooks, choosing schools to invest time, energy, and resources, working with Kenya's Ministry of Education to identify school needs arising from the pandemic and advocating for resources to safely reopen schools. They are installing water and sanitation facilities and helping school feeding programs, looking to develop innovative ways for the education ministry to harness technology and improve planning, and urging more education funding overall. These efforts will keep more girls and other marginalized children in school and learning. In Uganda, we are exploring how Rotarians' advocacy can help support the Global Partnership for Education's work to highlight the importance of education and the importance of domestic government financing for education. As two of your members recently told us at a UK business dialogue on educating girls, local Rotarians understand what their communities need and how to best engage with them. There are so many ways for you to contribute your resources, your talents, and your voices. You can show teachers how to spark critical thinking instead of doing rote memorization drills. You can mentor girls. You can raise awareness about harmful social and cultural norms like early marriage and early pregnancy that keep girls out of school. Rotary has a unique voice and standing on the global stage and in virtually every country. You can use that voice to advocate for more resources and then work with government leaders to ensure that they are distributed equitably. Creating the future we want for our children won't be easy. It will require more from all of us, more dedication, more innovation, and more resources. We launched our most ambitious and urgent finance campaign yet, with Prime Minister Boris Johnson and President Uhuru Kenyatta to raise at least $5 billion for the next 5 years to help transform education in up to 87 countries, which are home to more than 1 billion children. Over the next 5 years, this funding will help ensure that 175 million girls and boys can learn, 46 million girls enroll in school, and 140 million students are reached with a trained teacher. The ripple effect of this investment will contribute to building more resilient and more sustainable societies, adding an estimated $164 billion to economies in the developing world, lifting 18 million people out of poverty, and protecting 2 million girls from early marriage. This is an ambitious goal, but to meet this goal, it is critical that we come together as a global community and raise our hands for education. Rotary, with its extensive local networks and powerful leadership, will be a vital partner in advancing girls' education by supporting teacher training efforts and advocating for education financing in our partner countries. The next 5 years are crucial. Your partnership with GPE will be critical to achieve this ambitious goal and help children across the world unlock their full potential. Helping children like Joyce, who live outside of Nairobi with her grandmother. Joyce didn't go to school until she turned 10. She couldn't read or write. Her teachers considered her to be a hopeless case. But then she joined a special reading program for girls who fall behind. And today, Joyce is a reader. She is so proud. She can dream of a better future. Together, we can create a brighter future for many more girls like Joyce. Thank you so much.